you know, beauty, comedy, fashion, dance, drama, music, and hair is very important. So right now we have a great hairstylist, styled by Cinnamon right now. She's right here, and she's gonna do something really cool within 1 minute and 30 seconds. She's gonna transform these women into different women, metamorphosize them into a whole new look. Get ready. Feast your eyes on this. Pretty amazing. Transformed her whole look. She's all bouncy now. Pretty incredible. So we went from this whole, we'll call it an appliance. That's what it is, an appliance. It changes the whole look. So what are you doing now, Cinnamonson? What are you doing? That's sick. Good. You went from nothing here to a whole bunch of volume. Yeah, that's awesome. You know what's amazing? This could be done really quick. Cinnamon, you are a New York born and bred lady, right? Yes, I am. And she's going to be at our event May 3rd, 2023 at the world famous Copacabana.
Yes, I will.
All right, let's get this girl ready to go. She's beautiful. I love these women. They're very beautiful. Are you guys from New York too?
I'm from New Jersey.
Well, that doesn't count. Okay. No, New Jersey's in the house. How about New York? Long Island's in the house. 516-631, baby. Let's Harlem in the house. All right, great. Let's do this quick. Great. I think this looks fantastic. Let's give her a nice round of applause. The transformation is absolutely incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, this is another great artist that is now joining us in the Alan Action Man on the Move variety show. This is Chrissy R. She's part of the Alan Action All-Star Band, another great featured performer, and here she is.
Thank you.
Started speaking, I'm noticing some things are starting to get heated, and I
I can hear this jam on WBLS. I'm out jamming on that, girl. Great job. You're fantastic. Chrissy R in the house, thank you so much. We're going to keep the variety show going. You can see everybody on AlanAction.com, but right now, we have a woman from the end of, I call it Ivan Drago 4. Come to me, my princess, Olga Alex, who's going to be singing a great song. Even though she's from Rushki, Russia, she sings a brand of American standard. Yes, you're over here now. So thank you. I'm going to turn the microphone. Are you ready, Olga Alex?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, here we go. Olga Alex with Sway.
When marimba rhythm starts to play, dance with me, make me sway. The lazy ocean that's the shore, hold fast, sway more. Like a bending in the 80s, bend with me, stay with me. When you're dancing every day with me, stay with me, sway with me. Other dancers may be on the floor, all else will see only you have that magic with me. When we sway, I go weak. Woo!
Olga Alex in the house. Great job, girl. Thank you so much. I love it. You're from Rushki.
Yeah.
I call it Russia.
I live here.
I know you do. You're fantastic. Every time I hear your voice, it reminds me of Ivan Drago. For me, I do for me, for you, for me. You're fantastic. Where are you living now? Brooklyn?
New York, Brooklyn. Yeah.
I love
New
it.
Yorker.
You're
Right now.
fantastic. You're fantastic. Olga Alex in the house. Thank you, Olga. Appreciate you, girl. Thank you, Olga Alex. What's up, everybody? Alan Action in the house once again. And let me tell you something. Variety is about art, dance, music, comedy, and now I'm going to introduce something really very precious to me. This is an amazing artist who did an amazing rendition of the first black pro baseball player. His name is Bud Fowler. Come on over here, Jimmy Yip. I love your hair. You should do one of the hair models. You're fantastic. But one of the things that Jenny did was she made an amazing drawing of the first black American baseball player that ever actually played and broke the color barrier way before Jackie Robinson. Tell us about the artwork, what it means to you, Jenny.
Well, it's an honor to do the art piece of a Hall of Fame, the first pro black baseball player.
Yes.
Right. So it's an honor, and it's a rendition of original painting. But Alan liked me to change the list was just it wasn't any smile.
And I'll tell you right now, the piece is amazing because it brings his expression with the smile. The man played on 62 baseball teams, and he suffered immensely when he played. So you know what the man did? He actually bought his own baseball team called the Page Fence Giants. It's an amazing tribute to Bud Fowler. He's now in the Hall of Fame, admitted in July of 2022. Jenny Yip, thank you.
You're welcome.
Jenny Yip, love the art. You're fantastic, man. You're incredible. Let's bring the models up. Let me tell you something. You know, I love music, but I love beauty, and I love to see beautiful women every second of my life so I can feel good and virile. One of the most important things about looking good is the lingerie. And I love lingerie, and that's why I'm introducing, as part of my variety act, a lingerie designer. Embrace Me by Chastity is here to show some amazing designs with the background vocals of one of my famous friends who's a great singer, Mr. Salsa George.
The summer wind came blowing in from across the sea. It lingered there to touch your hair and walk with me. All summer long, we sang a song, then we strolled that golden sand. Two sweethearts and that summer wind, like painted kites, those days and nights went flying by. The world was new beneath a blue umbrella sky, and softer than a popple man, one day it came to you. Lost you, whoa, I lost you. Beauty.
Wow, this is what I call smoking. Girl, look at the way she looks. This is all like, you know, every part of her body is smoking. I call this La Mega Mujer. I love that. You look great. You're very attractive. I'm telling you right now, I would never say no to you. But I have to make sure I have one thing in mind, right? Seguro de amor. You know what that means, right? Love insurance. Works every time. Alan Action. We're going to end the show right now. Listen, we had a great time. You girls are fantastic. I love the looks. You look great. Thank you so much for being with us. I'm going to bring one last artist out to say goodbye with my theme song. It's going to be Mr. S.E. Static, and you girls can dance as he sings. This is Man on the Move. Mr. Static in the house.
Yeah, thank you very much. All right, let's play that beat if we got it. Shout out to all the other performers tonight. As always, we're mixing multiple different artists on the same stage. This song's called Man on the Move. Yeah. For everybody, this is the first official episode of Alan Action's new show.
The song goes out
To my man, Alan Action.
Alan Action, the man with the plan. Is always on the move, cause he's always got something to do. Yo, it goes, cause he's a man on the move and got a lot up on his daily plate to handle and do. So when he ventured out, assumes not a standard pursuit, cause he's a family man, promoter and manager too. Business owner, entrepreneur, that just rambling a few. Whether by himself or rolling with the camera and crew, rather plan another way than choose to ran an excuse. Refusing no is an answer, cause he's a man on the move. Yeah, yo, so he ain't calling it quits. He's throwing everything he's got up at the wall to his sticks. From comedy to fashion, getting different artists to mix and share the same stage, entertain, flaunting their gifts. Convinced that it's a matter of preservation. He never made a habit of hesitation. Underestimated his passion and dedication. Through slander on his name, trying to shatter his reputation. Defamation when the closest betray. False allegations trying to lead your focus astray. You lowered the stakes and overcame most of the hate. No matter how many doors that they would close in his face, he knows what it takes. The kind of flavor you can't kill, like man chill, but he's never able to stand still. So like his name, he always stays on the move, cause he knows that every dog has his day and he's due. Yeah, yo, cause he's a man on the move and got a lot up on his daily plate to handle and do. But then he ventured out, assumes not a standard pursuit, cause he's a family man, promoter and manager too. Business owner, entrepreneur, that just rambling a few. Whether by himself or rolling with the camera and crew, rather plan another way than choose to ran an excuse. Refusing no as an answer, cause he's a man on the move. Like he's got something to prove that he's destined to do. Never settling and using the rejection as fuel.
I'd like to thank all my performers going left to right. D-Dub, Olga Alex, our beautiful models from Chastity Felicano, Embrace Me by Chastity. I call the Cinnamon Sin, but her real name is Cinnamon. Alan Action, Salsa George, tremendous artist, Jenny Yip, our beautiful model. Who are you, my models? Tell me who you are.
May.
May? May Lou? I like it. I love it. And you are?
Kelsey Farley.
Kelsey Farley. And our two dancers, please, we have Molly.
Molly Hagman.
Caesar Marin.
Alana Ray.
And Salsa George.
Salsa George.
Hey, listen, I had a great time everybody. Alan Action, Man on the Move. This is the first episode. We got a lot more coming your way. Stay tuned. Peace out, everybody.
The song's called Man on the Move. Yeah. For everybody, this is the first official episode of Alan Action's new show.
The song goes out
Yeah.
So like his name, he always stays on the move, cause he knows that every dog has his day and he's due. Yeah, yo, cause he's a man on the move and got a lot up on his daily plate to handle and do. But then he ventured out of Zooms, not a standard pursuit, cause he's a family man, promoter and manager too. Business owner, entrepreneur that just ran with a few, whether by himself or rolling with the camera and crew. I'd rather plan another way than choose to ran an excuse, refusing no as an answer, cause he's a man on the move. Like he's got
We went on a mission to write a song, sing a song, produce the song, and make that song happen so we can get Bud Fowler into the Hall of Fame. The end result is Bud Fowler, as of July of 2022, is now in the Baseball Hall of Fame, which is a pretty amazing accomplishment, because when I first called them, they were like, what? Why? Who? Don't call back anymore. So I owe it to this man. The New York State Arts Bank is an amazing art space in upstate New York. It's about 3.5 hours away. But you know something? If you have an art, if you love art, you promote art. We believe in young artists. Some artists are struggling financially. We give them an opportunity to show their art, expose their art, make money with their art, and make a living with the craft that they love. This man, S.C. Styles.
It's the Art of Fashion TV, where art, fashion, and music all meet in one place, right here on the Art of Fashion TV.
Those plans you stole were for a weapon that worked using sound waves that could subdue the enemy into a passive, almost submissive state.
They fingerprint us at birth and then they toe tag us at death. I'd say that's all we are. Just a piece of meat.
The devil is a personification of evil, is he not? So if he punishes all the bad people in the world, wouldn't that make him good?
The government wants you to be submissive so they can mold you into a clay version of yourself.
At core, we are society.
You are evil and wicked.
We must trash the system.
You can't bullshit a bullshitter.
Who the fuck sent you? And now, welcome your host, Glenn Donovan.
All right, welcome. This is the Art of Fashion TV. My name's Glenn, and you were just watching a scene from a great hot new TV show that's just coming out. It's called Crash the System. You can watch it on Tubi. It's also on Amazon Prime and also on Roku. It's called Crash the System. And we got a great show lined up for you today, because I have not one, not two, but three of the cast members from Crash the System visiting us today. So I'm going to bring our first guest out now. Please welcome Corey Duvall.
Hey,
What's up, Corey? How's it going?
We're good, man.
Coming out today.
Thank you.
All right, so I saw a little bit of the new show that came out, Crash the System. It's great. You're like one of the main characters, or the main character. All right, tell us a little bit about your character.
Well, the thing about this character is you, as it goes along, more and more is revealed about the character, and you're not sure, you want to like him, but you're not sure if you can. And then there's even more, and there's even more, and you're like, there's messed up people in this thing. Just like New York City. This show reeks New York City.
Sure.
So that's what we're getting a lot of response from people who just like, God, you really got the real New York kind of feeling to it. And
like grit.
I've had that type of situation. I've walked into a bodega and that kind of thing was going on.
Yeah.
So I just go to the next one, like
so you're capturing that essence of the city.
Just stuff that happens, and just the oddity, and just stuff that only happens in New York. And my guy's a character that is, you could say he's kind of a scammy guy, kind of a con artist, but he doesn't come off that way.
Not sure if you can trust him or not. He's kind of got maybe some hidden agendas going on.
Yeah, you do trust him, but then you're just not sure.
Right.
And then it's just like, oh God, it's worse, and then it's worse.
But it seems like he has like a lot of layers to his character. It seems like the show itself has a lot of layers to it too.
It
So
does.
it seems
Everybody
like
in
there's
that.
like lots of different things going on. And I guess the first couple episodes you're setting all that up and everything, and then like the real stuff
Yeah,
starts
the
happening.
intrigue.
A couple in there.
Yeah. This guy's heavier than people think he is, or would ever think he is.
Yes.
And into things. And all the characters, everybody just does a stellar job in being really natural. That's what we're getting the most praise from, is they really like the style from the actors.
Mm-hmm. And the show kind of has like a little bit of like almost like a spy element, like espionage and some stuff going on with that too. That's excellent.
Out of nowhere.
yeah. It's like kind of like a normal day to day, and then all of a sudden, all this stuff is happening. And
Well, that's the thing. That could be your neighbor here. The person that's upstairs could be. You're like, wait, they were into that? Like they were doing what? They had a tiger in their apartment or whatever. This is New York, right?
Right.
So,
Nothing can surprise everybody. Yeah, definitely. We do have a scene coming up, right? So I think this was a little bit of your introduction into, let's say, the shadow government or whatever we want to call it.
This is when things get heavy.
We'll set up our scene
you think of the character one way, and then you start to realize, wait a minute, who is this guy, really? That's this scene.
Okay.
And he's into there's some serious people.
Awesome. Excellent. So we're going to take a look at the scene that Corey was just talking about. Again, it's called Crash the System. It's on Tubi, Amazon Prime, Hulu, not Hulu, but Roku. They all kind of mix together. But hey, let's take a look at
We're on
this.
all of them.
All right, excellent. All right, let's take a look at our scene now. All right, we'll see you in a minute.
Mr. Lonigan, welcome. My name is Pete Demas. We've been expecting you.
Can anybody tell me what I'm doing here? Who the fuck are you people? What is this?
3 years ago, you worked as a driver for a private car service after getting released from prison for fraud. Is that correct?
Yeah. So?
One day, you had a passenger who was going to a weapons convention. He was an inventor named Sergio Branco. You struck up a conversation with him about what he did for a living. Does this ring a bell?
You're expecting me to remember a client I had 3 years ago? Okay, yeah, vaguely. Yeah. Again, what is this about?
On his return to your car after the weapons convention, he became worried about something. What was it?
He was paranoid, They were out to get him. And, I don't know, he was having chest pains or something, and he started begging me to go to a hospital. So I took him, and to an ER, and I haven't seen him since.
Nice try, Tim. He died in the back seat of your sedan, and you took his briefcase that contained valuable information. We know this because our competitor poisoned him.
Okay. Look, maybe you got me on the guy died in my car, okay? But, look, man, it's like you said, I had just gotten out of jail. And last thing I needed was for the cops to be wondering, what's this dead guy doing in my car, and rumbling through my shit in my life. So yeah, I got the hell out of here, but I didn't take anything that wasn't mine.
No, Tim. You did steal the briefcase because a week later you tried selling the contents to 3 different agents from enemy countries.
Look, that's a fucking serious accusation you're making there. I'm not a traitor.
You received $250,000 and went underground out of fear of repercussions. You had phony IDs made, lived off the grid, and more or less got away with it. Only one thing you didn't realize. The person you sold the briefcase to was a spy for us. And the only reason we didn't take the money back and hand you over to the authorities was because some of the files were missing. We wanted to see if you took them, but lost contact after you disappeared into thin air. That's why we hired your former partner in crime to find you.
First of all, that's a bunch of bullshit. I gave everything that was in that briefcase to your spy, okay? And why would I hold back some papers? I wouldn't even know what the hell they were for.
Who knows? Maybe you thought they'd come back and offer you more money. Maybe you thought you could sell it to another agent. You're a con man. That's what you do.
Look, why are you subjecting me to this?
Our name is Aristera. We're a weapons manufacturer. This is a business filled with a lot of espionage and thievery. Those plans you stole were for a weapon that worked using sound waves that could subdue the enemy into a passive, almost submissive state. The lack of aggression would mean no more killing, no more destruction. Our military could take over an entire hostile area without one casualty. But without the rest of Bronco's notes, we can't experiment with the ethereal frequencies to consistently make this happen.
This is a joke, right? This is like a prank or something, like a prank show. You got like a hidden camera. You dig up Randy Roachtrap, so he, right?
Tim, you're a very bright man. I want you to look around and ask yourself if this looks like some kind of joke to you.
Okay, look, you can't bullshit a bullshitter. All right, I know what they've got. Okay, and look, maybe they've got something that'll work on some knuckleheads or something. But you don't. There's no weapon that you can point at a country and then what? You're gonna turn the whole country into a bunch of potheads? Yeah. I can see your little game now. I get it. Okay. You want to pin Bronco's murder on me, so and make me into a patsy, so that I can work for you, huh? That pretty much sum it up.
Can you show Mr. Lonergan the tumble room?
What's the tumble room? The fuck is that? Why am I supposed to go there?
Relax, Tim. Everything's fine. Just go inside.
Pretty cool. So, you know, that seems like the plot's moving right along. You were over there in the tumble room. I mean, having a hard time over there. Like, what was going on there?
Well, that's right when the movie gets serious. That's when everybody says that's when it gets serious.
Yeah. And I guess we're gonna have to watch to see like what else happens with that. So what else you got going on?
Season 2. Season 2, everybody, it's we're already shooting now.
Okay, so it's in production right now.
Spring, it looks like we're going to be doing the major shooting, but all the small stuff's getting done right now.
Excellent.
And Terrifier 2 came out, became a big hit. Happy about that.
Yes, Terrifier 2, that is a smash. So Corey's also in that one too. And if you haven't heard of it, it's a good one to check out. So, Corey, thanks for coming. We're going to bring out our next guest here, and we're going to talk soon. All right, thanks. We'll be right back. All right. We are back. The Art of Fashion TV. And today I have a lot of guests from Crash the System. I'm going to bring out our second guest right now. He plays Janos Topos. His name is Stuart Rudin. Welcome, Stuart. Come on over. All right. Thanks for coming. All right. Excellent. So Stuart, you got involved with with the TV show since the inception, right? Tell me a little bit how you got involved with the show.
I met my friend Danny Vitale in front of my building, and along comes his friend Kamal Ahmed.
Right.
And I talked to Kamal a little bit, and I talked to Danny, and Danny said he was doing a show later and so forth. But I didn't really know Kamal, but the next time I talked to him, it was about the show and what he was doing. I remembered his name. Kamal.
Right.
And he said, hey, that's the first time anybody remembered my name. So he put me right in, right?
Nice. You were in on that.
And that was in Arizona. But this one we're talking about now, I'm Yano Topos in it.
Yes.
And he is a guy, you'll never know who he is. When I got the part, Kamal said, you know, I think you should do it, Stu, because he just talks quiet and he's crazy. So, you know, I'm not quite sure, nobody's quite sure who he is.
Right, okay. All right, and we're going to see a scene from that right now.
Yeah.
So what's the scene about that we're going to see right now?
Well, you're going to see it with me and Joey Danielle.
Okay.
what a terrific guy. But he comes along, Greg Nevelos, my right-hand man, opens the door for him. He comes into the car, and we sit there, head to head, and I thought I would shake to death because he is so on me, you know?
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, this is a scene in the car, and we're that close. It's like we're either married or we will be by the end. You know? So I talked to him about what he's doing for me.
Right. In the whole
and
grand
he
scheme
says,
of the thing.
I'm glad to meet you, because he doesn't know he's doing this for me.
Right, right. Let's take a look at that. All right, excellent.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look and see what we got going on here. Crash the system. Take that.
Hello, Gemini. I'm Trevor. Mr. Topos is waiting your arrival.
Mr. Topos, I can't believe it was you that I was doing jobs for.
No one ever does. That was a brilliant plan you came up with.
Thank you, Mr. Topos.
Our goal is to spread awareness of the struggles of minorities, migrants, women, gays, and the poor. Your assassinations are an important part of this goal. I'd like you to stay on board.
You really want to know why I killed them? Because they got more hateful than the things they hated. And I couldn't deal with that. So I played God. But I'm not God. I feel like it sometimes. When I got the power of life and death over someone in my crosshairs. But I shouldn't. I never realized how much power corrupts the soul.
Gemini, you know who wins when two groups of people on opposite ends of the spectrum go to war against each other?
No, who?
The coffin maker. I know you killed him, and I want you to kill others next.
Why?
Because people are only meant to see a tree, not the roots, which are far underneath the surface.
And what's underneath the surface here?
Something I'm not at liberty to discuss with you, because quite frankly, it would be too mind-boggling for you to accept. Trevor will show you how.
All right. I got to tell you, Stuart, that was like some amazing acting. The seriousness of it, the riveting, and just the intensity that you felt in that car was just like mind blowing. You know, it was really, really good. So I got to just say, great job on that. Awesome, awesome. All right, we're going to continue on with our next guest from Crash the System. All right, please give a warm welcome to Kathleen Wills.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on.
Wonderful to be here.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, it's got to be very exciting, you know, working with so much talent over here and being on the TV show and, you know, just being involved with all that. So tell me a little bit about who you play on the show.
Sure. I play Laura. She is a stripper, a working girl. You know, she basically is a survivor. She's been given school of hard knocks, just making her way in the world, and just really, you know, is a little bit too gullible, and that's what happens when she meets Corey's character, Raymond / Tim.
Yeah, yeah. It seemed like she was kind of like looking for him for help, and you know, Corey's is kind of like you're not sure where he's coming from.
Yeah.
But you're kind of this naive kind of person trying to like I'm in the situation, and you know, give me a little bit of a hand here so I can help myself, right?
Yeah, yeah. She's too trusting. I mean, she's very smart. She's street smart, but she unfortunately is too trusting, which leads her down into other areas throughout the series.
Right, and then it just gets worse from there, I guess.
It does.
Hopefully it gets better at some point, too.
Yes, well, I won't say, but definitely it will get better.
We're going to have to watch to find that out.
That's right.
Okay, we do have a scene with you and Corey in it. Tell me a little bit about what's going on in the scene.
Sure. So the scene opens with myself and my friend Nancy, who's not here tonight. She plays Vanessa.
Okay.
And we are sitting with Corey's character, Raymond, and we're discussing a situation with him that we need his help. And it sort of gets into an area where there's an alleged
something
going on, which we're not going to say happened or not, but
Right.
it's insinuated that it did. And it's, you know, there's a little bit of legal issues involved if there's any, you know, when anyone gets caught doing these things that we allegedly got involved with.
Sure.
So we ask Corey's character for some help.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent, excellent. So why don't we take a look at that? We're going to take a look at the scene that Kathleen was just talking about. Let's take a look right now. Crash the System.
Oh my God, Raymond, can we sit down?
Sure. Absolutely.
We love the work you do at the center. You know, with people who hit hard times and all.
Thank you. I'm no different from anybody there. Okay, we're just all lost souls looking for the light.
That's what we're trying to tell you. We both kinda had a religious experience tonight, and we need someone to talk to.
Sure, I'm all ears.
Okay. We work at this club in the city. We're strippers, just so you know.
Exotic dancers.
Look, I'm not here to judge.
We know, that's why we need to talk to you. See, we got tired of getting ripped off from our manager.
Oh, God, that is such an exploitative job where you've got to deal with the most desperate men coming in there, you know. They must have you shaking your naked bodies, you know, on the stripper pole and twerking. Okay, I can't even continue to talk about it, please. Go on.
We got ripped off by the manager, and we
killed him.
You what?
Well, Laura hit him over the head with an ashtray, and I took all the money.
He's dead.
Well, I mean, he was making sounds, so I think probably he's still alive.
He looked dead to me.
But anyway, what do we do?
Hold on. You took his money. You hit him on the head and you took his money. How much was it?
Like, 4,000.
Are you sure he was still making sounds and he was still moving?
Yeah, but what do
hit him?
Raymond, what do we do? What do we do?
I mean, what you did was irresponsible.
Raymond, what do we do? What do we...
I mean, you're facing a whole bunch of criminal charges. You're talking about felony assault, robbery, attempted murder. Okay, you're going to jail.
No.
You guys are going to jail.
I don't want to go to jail.
No.
I don't want to go to jail.
Well, look, as luck would have it, I know a captain, okay, the local precinct right up here. He's one of our parishioners, all right? It's a long story. I could tell him your side of the story and tell him how sorry you are, you know, about what happened to the manager. You should probably give me the money so that I can give it to the police first. You got to get ahead of these things and be first.
Okay. Raymond, just take it. Yeah. Are you okay?
I'm sorry. I'm fine. Listen, look. A long time ago, I had this best friend when I was a kid. Her name was Sandy. Okay, she was my best friend. She, you know, she became a prostitute too.
Whoa, we're not prostitutes.
No, I know, but my friend Sandy, who is my best friend in the world, she was murdered by her pimp.
Oh, Dios mío.
And I found out about it on the news. And I cried for 3 days.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, I didn't tell anybody what was going on. They did not know what was going on with me.
Sad. Sorry, Raymond.
Look, we need to pray.
Yes.
Okay? We need to pray for your manager. Okay? But, Jesus, I don't have my Bible with me. You know, I left it in my apartment. I mean, it's a few blocks away. We need to ask for forgiveness. We need to ask, okay, for forgiveness.
You okay? It's okay, Raymond.
Sorry, ladies. Listen.
Look, my nerves are shot. Okay, do you think that, like, on the way we could, you know, I could stop at a liquor store or something and just get a bottle of wine or something, something to settle my nerves. This has just been one of those days.
I think we're good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, if you guys are, you know, in recovery, I totally understand. I'll abstain.
Oh, no.
I'll do it.
Maybe one. We could do one.
Yeah. Maybe we can all use a drink, huh?
We are back with Crash the System, and I have the cast members here. Kathleen, that was a great scene. I really enjoyed it. It was, you know, definitely getting that storyline kind of in place for all the next events to happen. So it was really cool. I enjoyed it. Anything else you'd like to add? What do you got going on in the future? Do you have any other things you want to just talk about and let us know?
Sure, just very briefly, I am working currently on my first film called Italian Hospitality. It'll be my first film that I'm producing, directing, and acting in.
Excellent.
Very excited about it. It's a farce on the mob in New York City.
Okay.
So another New York City-based film.
Mhm.
So it's going to be fun.
And the name one more time of that one?
Italian Hospitality.
Excellent. Well, we'll keep an eye out for that. All right. And hey, that's all the time we got for The Art of Fashion TV. I want to thank our guests again today from Crash the System. We got Kathleen Wills, we got Stuart Rudin, and we got Corey Duvall. Crash the System. And we'll see you next time.
Greetings to all you sheeple that live in the Meadowbrook of life. The system likes law and order because that's what they've been told to like by the system. That's what the true nature of religion is. To set these rules in a celestial tone, then have the system extend them to an earthly tone. But has anyone ever asked themselves, what would happen if the system was crashed? If we just said, we don't need you. Most would think anarchy would take over and people would lose their life, property, and freedom. People think this way because the system made them believe this. Made them believe all humanity is evil and violent if law and order were to collapse. But this law and order was brought on by the people who want to control the world and keep the people in the dark. They want to control our true nature and destroy the earth for money. They want to extract every last ounce of silver, gold, platinum, and oil from the ground till we're a barren wasteland. You see this guy? You may not know who he is, but pretty soon after my work you will. He may seem unimportant to you, but he's not. He's part of the system. He's part of the problem. He works for the giants that control us little people. And there's only one way to slay a giant: by attacking low and working your way to the top. I do this because it all has to stop. And I will do my best to crash the system. This is Gemini. Peace out, brothers and sisters.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yes. Hello and welcome to the Art of Fashion, first edition 2020. Heck, this is the first edition ever. And you're lucky enough to be witnessing. But really, thanks for being here with us here tonight. We have an absolutely amazing show for you. We have art. We have fashion. We have BO. Just kidding. We smell great, just like fresh baked apple pie. Anyway, we got a lot to get to, so let's get things started with some music. Our first guest is an independent artist who played all over the world and has worked with artists such as David Johansen, Gary Lucas, Gogol Bordello, and Samba New York. Here he is with his hit song, Way to the World. Please put your hands together for Mr. Lee.
This is called Way to the World. It's about where we're at. I got the weight of the world. Weight of the world, weight of the world, weight of the world on my shoulders. Got the weight of the world. Weight of the world, weight of the world on my shoulders. Can I get some good news? Something to take away these blues. Can I get some good, 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 good? Something is wrong. Where has our love gone? Something is wrong. Where has our love gone? Check this out. Racism is a sickness. Global warming is real. We're out of control without gun control. No lies for oil. LGBT community, stay strong. Politicians join the people's reality. Let's tear down the walls. Get some good news. Something to take away these blues. Can I get some good, 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 good? Something is wrong. Where has our love gone? 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 We gotta do something, make a change. I got the weight of the world. Got the weight of the world on my shoulders. What's up, brother?
What's happening? Have a seat, have a seat. So, me and Lee go way back. You know, we were in our first band together. It was Resin. It was the 80s. It was the days of heavy metal and everything. But we kind of moved away from that. And actually, Lee and I kind of lost track of each other, and then the magic of Facebook brought us back together.
Yeah.
So, Lee, that song was really good. I loved it. It seemed like there was a political message going there. I mean,
Yeah.
tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, Way to the World is it's basically about, you know, how I'm feeling about what's going on in our country right now, you know, and it's some of the things I state in the middle of the song are, you know, no war for oil, you know, We're out of control without gun control. We need help at the wall. We need to make some changes. In so many different places in the country right now, we're going through so much pain, I think, as a country, and it's really becoming a little bit embarrassing in some ways. And I feel like this is really a time for change, and that song really speaks to people who are looking for that change.
Excellent, excellent. And music is an excellent medium to get that message across to people, right?
Yes.
People, they relate to that, and they can appreciate it, and they can maybe stir up some thoughts and emotions that maybe they didn't have before, right?
Exactly.
What do you feel that?
Yeah, music is really the great connector. I feel like music is, in my life especially, has been a way to connect with people and connect with the world. So, as a musician and an artist, you have a special gift that helps you to connect with more people in a certain way. So, in eternal words of Bob Marley, hit me with music, instead of with bombs. Hit me with information, hit me with love.
Yeah.
I feel like these are the things we need now. We don't need to start more wars. We need to start, caring about each other more and looking at where this anger and pain is coming from and trying to stamp it out.
Definitely.
I feel like we made a lot of progress, and now we've gone back like 20 years, and it's just like we gotta bring it back up. As Americans, we have to step up and start making some change.
Excellent, excellent. I agree with that too.
Yeah.
So you have some shows coming up in the near future?
So I've been at Jacqueline's Wine on Main.
Okay.
Up
That's over in Nanuet,
in
right?
Nanuet, New York.
Yep. What day
nice
is that
little
on?
speakeasy over there. I'll be doing some solo stuff. That's January 23rd.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm going to go back into the studio. I'll be shout out to New Warsaw Studios in Bushwick, Brooklyn, with my co-producer Riley McMahon. You can hear some of the music that I've written and produced at my website, MrLeeandDiversity.com.
Nice.
And you can always reach me at MrLeeFarber@yahoo.com if you want to get in touch about bookings, or you have interest in my music in any way. I'd be happy to speak with you or get in touch.
Excellent. Well, Lee, thank you so much for coming tonight. I
Thank you,
really
man.
appreciate it. It was great. I love the music. We're going to hear some more with Lee in a few minutes.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for Lee. We're going to hear some more. All right. Thanks. Okay, we have our next guest. I don't think he needs any introduction, so I'm just going to introduce him. Please welcome Richie Rich.
Hi,
Richie.
baby.
How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good, good. Have a seat.
Happy 2020, visionary.
Yes, 2020.
Hey.
So, Richie, this is great. I'm so happy that you came on the.
I'm happy to be here.
Yes. So you were an ice capade at one point, right?
I was. When I was in high school in California, I was born in New Jersey, but then my dad worked for the New York Times, not far from here. And it's when Times Square was really bad, and it's getting mugged all the time, and it's when they'd rip your chain off your neck and what have you. So
I
he's like,
remember those days.
We're all moving to Cali. So we moved to Cali. I was like 10. And I skated. I had no friends that summer, so we'd go to the mall. And this coach saw me, and she's like, "You're really good, but you don't know what you're doing, but you're good at it." And I started taking lessons. And after high school, I was going to go to UCLA, and then I was like, "Nah." So I joined the Ice Capades. And before that, I was training with Christian Yamaguchi and Rudy Galindo and everybody, and competing.
Yeah.
And but then I came into the club scene in San Francisco, and then all the club kids in New York saw me, and I came here for the opening of Club USA, which was in Times Square, ironically.
Right.
And then the Limelight and
Right, I remember
Tunnel,
Limelight,
Palladium, you know all those.
What
And-
was your favorite club in the city?
I don't know. I liked them all. I think USA at the time, because it was like this mecca club, and like designers like Gaultier and Terry Mugler and everybody. They all did different rooms and levels, and there was a slide from the VIP down to the dance floor. People like Prince would show up and just do a concert for no reason.
Right,
And
just like
it's,
an
it's back when
impromptu
in the
concert.
90s. It's when like celebrities and supermodels hung out with the kids from Avenue X Brooklyn. Like that's what I loved about it. Now it's all bottle service and hoity-toity doors and all that.
Right. Where back then, were the clubs a lot different in New York City?
Oh yeah, I mean,
than
Vin Diesel
San
was
Francisco?
our door guy with our friend Kenny, and then Hollywood called him, and I don't know. And then that's how I got into fashion. So then I was always a designer in my mind, but then I made clothes for my friends and things like that. And my friend Patricia Field, she was doing Sex in the City, so she had me do the T-shirt for Carrie, and I said, "Who's Carrie?" We were in Tokyo. I was singing. I made records as well.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Don't worry about it." So I made it for Carrie, and it ended up being the Carrie Sex in the City ads around the world. And
Awesome. That's
then
fantastic.
my good friend David LaChapelle, photographer, he got caught wind of what I was doing, and I did my first runway show with him,
Nice.
with Amanda Lepore, our friend. We painted her pink with MAC lipstick, and so we did a video to open up, and then he had me on set with like Mariah Carey and Little Kim and fun people, and a good friend, Paris Hilton, was like 16 years old, so she'd come over all the time, and she walked my first runway, and then over the years, my runways, and then that led to Kim Kardashian, and lots of fun. Our friend Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, do you think you being a figure skater kind of helped you? Because you have to be kind of graceful and be able to kind of, just smooth across the runway. So do you think that your skating kind of transferred over to the runway?
In like, all dreams come true sort of ways, it should be that way, but I'm actually really a klutz. Like, my mom is like, how did you get away? Like, how do you figure skate? Like, I'm a klutz. But down the runway, I usually wear roller skates. I almost wore them here. But yeah, I mean, there is a graceful method to it all, but actually, like, in Ice Capades, I used to hang out in the costume department rather, with this queen named Jerry, and he'd have me bead and rhinestone, and so then it kind of just was like going to fashion school backwards. And, but,
me personally, like the one thing I can't stand about myself is my walk. I've been, people have made fun of my walk the whole time. Do you think you can maybe just show me a little bit of like a crash course on how I would walk the runway?
New York City is the best walking city in the world. So I mean,
there's a lot of walking.
It literally is your runway. Like, when you see somebody sees you walking down the street, like a friend or something, and they shout your name, but you don't hear it. I'm always in my own little world, and I'm basically on the runway but I don't realize I'm doing it, and I'm like, hi. So we can walk.
Yeah, show me how to show me how to do the runway.
I'll say boom.
Hey, who's this guy over here? It's Nate the Mime again. What are you doing here, Nate? He just shows up at any time he wants to.
Hello. Boom boom. How do you walk? I'm gonna see you walk.
Yeah, come on, Nate. Let's show how you walk there.
We do old-fashioned show here.
Sure.
Boom. Hey. Boom boom.
Nice. Excellent. Well, awesome. Thank you, Nate.
You do your thing.
Yeah, let me see what we got. Show me how to do it.
Kind of stretch your boom.
All right.
Give some personality, like. Boom. Or you can like a little bit more Jersey boy. I won't make you walk like Naomi Campbell. So
let me give it a shot.
We'll start with that.
Let's see what we got here. Let me try here. So I'm gonna go.
There you go. Hey.
Hey, I'm obviously not a real model. Why don't we get some real models out here to show us how it's done?
You did
Come
a
on.
good job.
Thank you. Oh wow, look, we have Miles here. How'd that happen? Show us how the runway works. Let's get some. We'll have some music there. Bum bum bum.
Fabulous. She's got it. I think you've done this before. That's Elise.
Thanks for coming over here.
Of course.
Yeah.
Woo!
Absolutely gorgeous.
Love. Good job. And shalom.
And that's how you do a runway walk.
Hey, just mix it up, baby.
So Richie, you do have some brands coming out. Tell us a little bit about what's coming out this year.
It's going to be fun, electric. It's going to be all about it. It's going to come out this spring. Just look around for it. It'll be in the stratosphere.
Nice. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you, girls.
And thank you, girls, for coming. Awesome. Bridging gaps above and beyond. Please welcome Sparrow. All right, so Sparrow, you are running for election this year.
Yes.
Yeah, so you must have a couple positions that you're standing on. So if you win the election, explain how you're going to help those in financial need.
Well, I have a plan for agribusiness to be implemented. First, I want to target the low-income families. There's a lot of systems out there to supposedly help them become self-sufficient, but it's a loophole of if they never get off what they're currently on, which is usually the welfare system or housing assistance, which is usually the concern of most people. They feel that that takes from their taxes. Well, maybe we should target where that money's going into more self-sufficiency, such as agribusiness, so they could agriculture hemp.
Hemp? Oh, nice. So the legalization of marijuana is a very hot topic these days.
Yes.
So what's your feelings about that?
Oh, I think we should legalize that federally on all levels.
Okay, excellent.
Thank you.
Well, let's hear for Sparrow.
Thank you.
Please put your hands together for Mr. Lee.
This is dedicated to the people of New Orleans and Zigaboo Montelesti. Weed is still burning, gonna turn it out. To ya, Zigaboo, to ya, Zigaboo, to ya, Zigaboo. Music down there, spicy like gumbo. Funk, jazz, blues, exotic cold. So much to see, so much to hear, yeah. Gonna have a smile from ear to ear, yeah. When you look into the past, look into their eyes. New Orleans has seen the worst, but still the best shines. Corporations pollute the gold, and the government denies. But these people just don't give up their spirit and their pride. To ya, Zigaboo, to ya, Zigaboo, to ya, Zigaboo. Oh, what's up, honey? What's your name? Allie? You wanna dance with me? Come on now. Let's do this. Woo! You go, girl. Do your thing. Man, she's pretty good. Wow. Let's go, girl.
Listen to the beat and just start relaxing. When you chillin' out, ain't nobody asking. Just living life for seasons.